We all just got to witness a terrific college basketball game. I think two teams really fighting out there. I'm unbelievably proud of our guys. I think the character of the fight that we showed, it is incredibly difficult to do what our young team did today. Had the first half that we had offensively, which was an absolute fluke. I mean, I've been in this game a long time, and you can be bad offensively, but to have single digits, I've never been involved in a game where either team had that happen. And we got good looks, and obviously our confidence was shook with our young group, and for us to bounce back and compete and fight in the second half and make the plays that we did and get the contributions we did from so many different guys, in some ways, really a step for our team, and that we continue to fight and claw and scratch like that. Really proud of our guys, and we got guys playing hurt. Lakeem Jackson's hurt. DeMontre Harris banged his knee yesterday in practice. Didn't think it was a big deal. He was incredibly sore and stiff today, and obviously Bruce was hurt after I think he got knee in the calf. I don't know what the evaluation is exactly yet. And so to see that happen, that's the kind of character and fight we're trying to build in this team with an extremely young group going against a Georgia team that came in here with, in their minds, I'm sure, with their backs against the wall. Had 6 of their top 7 guys are juniors and seniors, and so. Had an opportunity down the stretch, got a couple of good shots, had the moving screen called. I was blocked from it. I didn't see that. Got a good look, and then at the end of the game, credit Trey Tompkins. I think he made a good defensive play to get around the screen to get a hand on the ball.
Darren, was that a design play for Bruce? And also talk a little bit about how was there any thought about taking Bruce out, considering how bad he was hurt?
Yeah, he didn't want to come out. I think it started to cramp a little bit and it was sore, but the bigger the moment, the more he wants to be a part of it. And I asked him, hey, I'll run it for you, if you want it. Absolutely, I want to coach. And like I said, we got him open on the one. They called the moving screen, which I didn't see. I physically didn't see. Not arguing with the call, and he knocked it down. And so we ran a misdirection this time, and it was a play that again, I think credit Trey Tompkins. He did a good job of fighting around and getting a hand on that.
It's the second game in a row that you've never led, and are you fighting too many uphill mental battles, especially the last 2 games?
Yeah, absolutely. It's not hard. I mean, it's not easy to do that. But as I said in my opening statement, I mean, you're talking about a young team that came in really fragile today. From a confidence standpoint, I think, and then finds a way to go out and has just an unreal fluke half where we scored 9 points, and to continue and fight and compete the way we did. I mean, that's we continue to do that. We're going to build some good things.
Darren, how did the team react to it? I mean, obviously they showed a lot of heart to come back in the second half, but it was still a loss. I mean, how can they use this going forward?
Well, I mean, I think they're hurt, and it should when you practice that hard and and play that hard and fight like we did to get back in and have a chance. I think, but I think those are also the things that you grow from, and you realize, win or lose, that when you play like that, you give yourself an opportunity, and really that's ultimately what we're trying to build, and it comes from experience, but we're trying to build that in our program. As well. I mean, that's a veteran team, and they're up 23, and we got a chance to cut it to 1 at the foul line, and so and tie it at the end. And so I think that I think it's something that we can grow for. But obviously they're upset.
Questions, guys?
Sam got the block mark. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, really proud of Sam. I mean, just a young man. Since I've been here, that. It's been a pleasure to coach. He's a hard worker. He's a tremendous kid. And I think that another guy whose confidence could have been shook. Has not played great as of late. Didn't have a good first half, and I thought came out in the second half and was gangbusters in every way, especially around the basket. And so good to see him get it. I think the one that he actually got it onto was in great fashion, where it was a breakaway against our pressure, and he went and just saved the day, which he's done so many times. And so anytime you're the best at something in your school, I think that's special. He's very well deserving. I'm really proud of him.
And talk a little bit about Malik, and obviously how important this game was for him, and obviously come out healthy on the bench.
You know, I thought Malik gave us a great lift. You know, he brought us that energy that he brings us, and, you know, got some putbacks, had a nice block, got a couple deflections and a steal, I think. Still waiting for him to finish that steal on the break. You know, had that huge play where, you know, it seemed like we're trying to make a run, and you know, could have had the and one, but you know, he did some really good things for us. And you know, I thought R.J. Slauson was really good tonight. You know, again, you know, you're talking about a guy that's given up years and years of experience across their front line, a ton of weight, and just, you know, continue to get his hands on balls and make plays, went to the line and made 4 free throws like he's been doing it. You know, no big deal, routine deal. And so, you know, I think we had a lot of guys that did some positive things like that.
Speaking of RJ, Darren, will you maybe try to work him into more games from now on out? Since, I mean, first half of the season, he was kind of that other guy on the bench.
Yeah, you know, I mean, part of what happened today was, you know, obviously Lakeem's not 100%, and, you know, as well, and DeMontre wasn't as well, and so we kind of slid Malik out to the 3, and that just opened up more playing time for RJ. That was part of it. But, you know, he did some really good things, and you know, moving forward, that may be something we look to do. We may have to do, depending on, you know, what we find out early next week with these guys that are banged up. But, you know, something that we may look to do also just as you know, part of a rotation to get him on the floor a little bit more and get Malik out at the 3 and you know, just find a way to get him on the floor.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.